All right, day 618 it is. So we are just about to go on the most important meeting this Saturday, which is beautiful, and we are going to crush it with the partners that we got. All right, so here are, with a physical journal and a pen, we are going to journal down some notes of what we want to and need to accomplish in this session with the team, which is absolutely fantastic. I love teamwork. And so yeah, team, we will bring in a PM. We will also bring in a Notion specialist. Fantastic. Who else do we need? Sales. Yeah, no, that can all come. That can all come very organically. But what we first need to figure out right now is the proper database, as well as the vectorization of it, and then the JSON structure as well as the CSV. We're gonna make it save every 25 leads, which is very important, and also so that he has an interface in order to query that. As the neighbors are having a party, we're not gonna swear, but we're just gonna protect the ears. Yeah, definitely some noise cancelling headphones in white is what we're going to do. And then we also have some charcoal coming to whiten the teeth, and it's time to give up coffee. I've also realized, like, is it time to give up getting out of the house? But like, it actually makes sense to like take a few walks outside of the house, go to places, order some beverages here and there, and then just work with my laptop on the go, and on the mobile network. That's going to be very important. And so yeah, that's really what we want to be doing here with all of that. Database, vectorization, the CSV, save 25 leads, the interface. And then for the 6,000 leads, we're going to utilize the credits for that. And then we have the Tably plus Exa fallback logic in order to be able to execute that. And that should give us then a nice interface with either text, voice, drop down, possibly, as well as stats. And having that all hosted on my subdomain. That's what we need to do. Yeah, and so then for the 600 credits, Tably, XAI, fallback logic, this will probably be, 200 credits for about 30 sessions, so might be one more week until the full thing is delivered for sure. But for now, what you can do is you can give me feedback. I have included the revisions, but also for the next project, I realize how many more hours it actually takes than those 11 and a half. I just really try to get the project going because I want to build this database for the longest time, and I have to a degree, but not to that degree, because I was like, all right, I get it done when I get to it, right? But now that I was actually getting paid for it, I'm like, all right, I'll do it right now, because that's the priority, that's the project. So I'm utterly grateful for that, because it pulled that work forward. And yeah, it's magical what happens if you work with priorities and actually do the most important task first. And I know how important that was, but I was just, anyways, so I'm grateful for that. And that is fantastic. So with that, though, said, there is a lot more that can be done and should be done, but there are also other ways how we can do that and how we can monetize it. So definitely Tably and the Exa fallback logic, 500 credits, shortening the things, and then 25 at a time, 400 leads at a time. We may want to actually sort them by importance. Actually, no, we do not sort them by importance, but like export them, rest of them from school. Yeah. Into this data set. So yeah, it is very important that we actually have this database. And so what we can also do with that is then, that will then lead into the matchmaker after all, right? Where we have these business functions, and we basically vectorize all of the information on Jay's businesses too. And that would be, I mean, I'm really sorry, but for that I would really charge 5,000. I would really charge 2,500, because that will take me 2 months of work. And fortunately, you know, I live here in South America, so I can live on $1,000 per month. It's not that difficult, and I just want to get the project realized so that you guys have the leverage, because I want the project, and I kind of would do it for free, but I also wouldn't have the time to devote to it for free, so it's got to be paid. But I'm not going to charge like the full price for it. I'm just like, I just want to make it easy for you guys to say yes. And I think 2,500 is, I mean, it is fantastic money for me here. And so it's, yeah, it's good enough. So that's what I would love to do for all of that. Jay Abram, very nice to meet you. And yeah, I would love to build out the database if I may. Build out the database if I may. So my pitch is that Mike likes the one that I built for him. It's gonna be the same process. We just enrich the leads, meaning add more data to the leads so that they can be found. And then we just build some logic into it that the right ones are getting matched up. And fairly straightforward. It just requires the work of like processing the leads in the way that I do, and yeah, that's kind of it. And so I don't mean to make this like a whole convincing type of pitch here, because I think it's pretty clear, the use case is clear. Take me about 40 hours. I'll charge $2,500. Would you like that? That's the question. And I'm here to answer any questions. 40 hours, 2,500, would you like that? Right? That's the question. And so I'm here to answer any questions. And shut up for the rest of the call. And shut up for the rest of the call and hear what you would want and how exactly you want it. I'm going to take notes, and you go ahead, Jay. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. Yeah, and ever since listening to Tony Robbins' Business Mastery recordings that somebody gave me way back, where you had that was my first exposure, and I read the books, tried to implement that, didn't have the business skills back in 2017 when I tried that. I was not good enough to pull that off. I was way too distracted and didn't have my life in order in a way that it could actually lead to success. Now that's changed, and now we're making progress towards that. And yeah, it's really fascinating and very exciting. Am I? No, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, my name also doesn't suggest it, right? Yeah. And so yeah, that is truly what we're doing here. Matchmaking solution. Yeah. Good. And so yeah, I'm not going to give you like a whole convincing pitch here. No need for that at all. It's very straightforward. I just really got to put in the hours and work through the leads in the way that I do, and work through the data in the way that I do. And yeah. So the question is, would you like that? If so, we can talk about how exactly you would want that. And so I'm going to shut up for the rest of the call. Just You can explain how exactly you would want that, what specifically you want to do, and so I'm going to take notes and then we see if you want that realized. If not, no worries at all. But I'd love to build that for sure. It's yeah, very excited for it. Once because it's for you, but the other end is like this use case. I know that I can do a great job, and I will. And yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be yeah, preeminent. Good, here we are.